Today on the channel from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we've got Kraglin and Adam Warlock.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the brand new Marvel Legends wave, we've got Kraglin and we've got Adam Warlock. But for all your Guardians of the Galaxy needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $59 does ship free. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And let's start it off, and I guess we'll start it with Kraglin. Why not? We'll go with Kraglin. And a very interesting wave here, including the deluxe Groot we did unbox on the channel as well. These are kind of the two outlier characters, I guess, not part of the core Guardian team. But Kraglin, a guy from the Ravengers, we've needed him for quite some time. Of course, we got Yondu in the past. We'll compare him to them later on in this very video. But let's check out the packaging first. Oh, no plastic on this one yet, but we do know it's coming back from Hasbro, so we'll stay tuned for that. Got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, a little glamour shot on the front. Marvel Legends, build Cosmo. Oh, everybody loves Cosmo the dog. We'll build her at the end of the week, and we'll rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that one. On the side of the package, there's the old checklist. There's the Build-A-Figure instructions. Little glamour shot on the side, looking good. This is a guy that's been in a couple of, I think he's been in all three of the movies. He was probably even in the holiday special, if I remember correctly. I think so. But he's a guy that's been around. Good to get another team member, and then good to get another figure. Something new. That's always a good thing. There it is, UPC's warnings, all that kind of stuff on the bottom. Then we got a little glamour shot, kind of a breakdown of the accessories, things like that. We get a little dog leg once again here, and then we do get a knife. Oh, everybody loves a knife accessory. Big fan of the knives, unless you're not, so who knows. Unless it's a Ginsu knife, it's not for me. That's my favorite one. Watching the old infomercials as a kid. Can I get him out? There it is. See you later. Goodbye off to the side. My dog Lemmy's right over there. I'll save him. I won't throw it at Lemmy today. Cardboard off to the side. See you later. Oh, it didn't leave. It just hung on. It hung on. See you later. Off the ceiling. Spider-Man style. Goodbye. See you later. Then we get the old parchment paper prison. See what's going on in here. Got a little parchment paper action. See you later. Goodbye. And then, of course, we got Kraglin. Don't call him the Kraken. He's the Kraglin. Got him as well. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's break down these accessories. First thing we do, we got another leg for Cosmo the dog, an interesting one. We'll see how well that dog is when we do the end of the week, build a figure and then rank the entire wave. So we'll dive into that. We do get this knife, and boy, oh boy, is this knife very, very small. We got a spot to even store this knife? Okay, we do on the back there. So glad we got a spot to store it because this is a very, very small knife. I got the brown handle with the silver tip. Kind of is what it is, just a little knife at the end of the day. So we do get that. And then we do get this, what do you call this? I guess it's an arrow. You know how they do that whistling thing and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But we do got that. Nice effect pieces over here. Giving it a little extra attention to detail, I guess. You got the nice kind of orangish effect pieces. Got the gold arrow. Cool enough accessory here. And I believe it can store in here. So I don't know. It does look kind of weird with all this kind of stuff going on. It almost would be nice if you could take the effect off, but that is not the case. So, very interesting. It's a cool effect, but it's not a cool effect if he's just kind of sitting there having a conversation with somebody. It's a little bit of a mix-up right there, I think you would go. But now we got Kraglin out of the package here. Let's straighten this guy up. He's all over the place. But it is Kraglin looking good. Quite the mohawk on him. I guess that's what we'll call it. It looks like it's either a fin or a mohawk. Choose your own adventure there. And then he does got some nice scarring on his face, which I guess I don't remember that from the movie, but I'm sure it was there. But he's got some scarring on his face, a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow goatee going on. Not a bad looking figure at all. I wouldn't say there's really anything wrong with that as far as the head sculpt goes. Looks like the actor that plays him. It has got a very plain Jane jumpsuit. This is probably a great vehicle for a customizer. You pop this head off, and this could be really anybody in a red suit. If you want to mix this into G.I. Joe or Star Wars or another toy line, would be very easy to do with a figure like this here. A very interesting one. Like I said, it's a red jumpsuit. Got some sculpted in zippers, things like that. A little bit of sculpted in armor here and there. Not too bad. He's got a nice forearm plate there. Got black gloves. No extra hands with him or anything like that. He's got black boots. He just got his little satchel kind of over the side. He got some storage right there. We talked about it. He's got storage on the back for his knife, so you can store everything on him, which is always a plus. If you ask me. I do got a little bit of a wonky leg down here. His left leg does have a little bit of a bend to it. All these pinned joints throughout. I really would like to see updated bodies. You guys know how that goes. But we do got pinned joints throughout. Articulation wise, arm goes all the way around. You got the bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, but they are pinned elbows. Hands back forth, side to side. Head back forth, side to side. Pretty good movement on the head, actually, for him. So plenty of movement there. Got the hula hoop at the very top. You can even hear it. Pretty loud right there. You can do those big old Kraglin splits if he needs to. You do get a thigh cut. Double jointed knees once again with a boot cut. I think there's a boot cut. Maybe not. Maybe it's just really tight. No boot cut on this one. No boot cut. What are we doing? What are we doing? And then side to side, back and forth, like usual on the old feet down here. So an interesting one. Like I said, we're building out that team, but a little bit plain Jane. I think that's a fair assessment at the old end of the day here. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. There it is. He does fit on a stand right there. Looking pretty good. Of course, got Yondu right here. He's got an arrow you can take out just normally. He doesn't have an effect piece on it, but you can have these guys standing together, kind of building out this subset of the team, guest stars of the movies, whatever you want to call them here. But not a terrible figure. Not one that's going to change anybody's life. I think it's on the short list of people we wanted from the Guardians universe. I think there's no doubt about that. But I wouldn't say he's quite as iconic as a Drax or a Rocket Raccoon or a Groot. I would go that far. But decent figure, decent enough. Building out the universe. Need to build a figure piece. That's kind of how it goes. Now we turn our attention over here to Adam Warlock. And boy, this just doesn't feel like the Adam Warlock I know. As a little kid, I remember riding my bicycle to the local comic book store, getting the Infinity War books way back in the day. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was there living the dream as it was happening, where at that point I'd went back and I'd read Secret Wars as a little kid. But this was actually unfolding before my eyes, where Secret Wars I could kind of catch up and go find old issues. I was waiting week to week for the Infinity Saga, and Adam Warlock, of course, was a big part of all that on a lot of the comic book covers, how about, on stuff like that. So Adam Warlock's a guy I kind of know about. I know enough to be dangerous, and this just, I know what they do. It's a movie interpretation of the character. It just feels different, and maybe once I see the movie, all will be right with the world. We'll see what happens with that. But there's old Adam Warlock on the package here, an interesting one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Marvel Legends, of course, Cosmo Build-A-Figure. There he is on the side. Big old glamour shot on this side, looking really good. Marvel Legends logo down low. On the back, we got the glamour shot. We got the UPCs, got the warnings. Looks like the only accessories with him is Cosmo's tail and helmet. So no extra hands, no extra accessories, no staff, no stick, no effect piece. I feel like Adam Warlock needs a little bit more than that. Boy, just this whole wave feels a little bit like there's something a little bit missing for the money. Maybe that's just me. Probably not, though. I feel like they really cheaped out. We'll talk more about that when we rank the entire wave, of course, at the end of the week. So stay tuned for that. See you later, Adam Warlock. Get out of here. Good old cardboard prison off to the side. See you later. Lemmy's still chilling, not moving down there. Good for him. He needs to relax. He's had a tough day of fetch in the yard. He's got to relax a little bit here. But let's get Adam Warlock out. There we go. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. Spider-Man style. Bam. See you later. And we'll get these Cosmo Build-A-Figure pieces out. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. We get a tail. How about that? And then we get this. How does this work? I guess we'll figure that out when the time comes. But it looks like the helmet here for Cosmo. Of course, her helmet is usually up, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. It'll look something like that, but very, very cool. We'll got that off to the side and off to the side. And now let's dive into our old friend, our old pal, Adam Warlock. Oh, Adam Warlock, feeling very gold. Got a very stoic, kind of mad face going on here. There's not a lot of emotion here that says he's happy. It just kind of looks like he's going to huff and puff blow our house down, possibly at this point. But definitely an interesting face. All in gold here, gold hair throughout. He's the golden boy at the end of the day here. He's got the little jewel in the middle of his forehead as well. Got that little skull right there. And then besides that, you're looking at gold and red throughout on him. Very similar tones throughout, mixed throughout, but an updated figure as well. His arms do go around, but they are limited by his shoulder gauntlets. Those are nice hard. They're not smooth plastic, soft plastic. They are hard, so you got to kind of move around that, but they do block the articulation. You do got a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. So we got pinless on this one here. And he's got 2 fists of fury. No extra hands, anything like that. So he came here to fight. He's got his golden fist. He's ready to go. So we do have that. Nice forearm guard here as well. Hands back forth, side to side. Hula hoop at the top. No traditional waist on him, so that's interesting as well. No traditional waist. Adam Warlock can do those space splits if he needs to. We do got a thigh cut on him. Double jointed, pinless knees. Once again, we got the double jointed action there. Ankles back forth, side to side, up and down. So that does work here, but an interesting one. It'll be interesting, this character, this actor's take on Adam Warlock too, because I got pictures of what Adam Warlock's going to be like. I'm not sure how I feel like he'll be on the screen. We'll see. This is the guy that was in like or Meet the Millers or something like that. That was the movie. That's what I know him from. You guys probably know him from other things. You guys know me, not a big movie guy, but he was, I think, in that movie as like the younger son, I think, at the time. We'll see how he does as Adam Warlock. Some may say the role of a lifetime. Adam Warlock could be, or probably not, but we'll see. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? And as usual, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Make sure you get the Mattel stands, but it doesn't look like he's going to fit. Doesn't look like it. Nope, he is not going to fit on a stand. So, hard times for Adam Warlock. What are we doing? How will we stand? How will we make this work, Adam? We'll have to figure that out later. But an interesting one. It'll be interesting, his story arc. It'll be interesting where he goes in the movie. But there's not a ton of bells and whistles with this figure. Pretty plain Jane. I did forget to mention the cape. How dare I? Lando Calrissian is just putting his head down saying, what are we doing? What are we doing? But we do have a cape here. Not soft goods. All red on the inside, red on the outside with nice gold piping throughout. Not a lot of flexibility to it, but it is a cape at the end of the day, and I wouldn't expect a figure like this to have a soft, good cape, so this is pretty much on brand with Marvel Legends, I would say, here with Adam Warlock. But 2 figures that are just kind of here. I don't know, they're not the worst figures in the world, not the best figures in the world. They're just kind of ancillary characters, at least at this point. Who knows, maybe Kraglin will steal some hearts in this movie. He'll have his own Disney series. He'll be running across the world and the universe. Who knows, could happen. Adam Warlock, same thing. Maybe he'll get a spin-off movie. He'll steal all kinds of hearts in Guardians 3. Probably not, though. Probably not. But it kind of is what it is. And if you're looking to build out Cosmo to build a figure, you kind of have to pick them up. And that's exactly what I did. Had to get the whole series. You know how it goes. But, of course, we're going to rank this entire series from my least favorite to my favorite. So you want to stay tuned. Make sure you do subscribe to this very channel. Don't want to miss a video there. Of course, like this video. Give the old Hacksaw Jim Duggan thumbs up. Always helps the channel out. Don't forget about the Patreon for early access to videos like this and bonus content, exclusive content. You get the idea by now. ProWrestlingTees.com, another place you can support the channel. And then don't forget to hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Adam Warlock and Kraglin, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.